Hi everyone out there in YouTube land, it's Gordy Devi, and I'm here today to bring you an amazing video, some amazing spiritual tools, which I call spiritual principles. Now, I was in a 12-step program for a decade, completely clean and sober for a decade, and I worked the 12 steps. And those 12 steps really set up a spiritual foundation for me. And in those 12 steps, I learned about spiritual principles. Spiritual principles, let me just give you a short list. Some off the top of my head are hope, faith, trust, love, commitment, loyalty. And these spiritual principles can literally guide your life, simplify your life, and if you use them to your advantage, you'll never be wondering or floating aimlessly through life, not knowing if you're going in the right direction, not knowing if you're doing the right thing. If you are guiding your life with spiritual principles, you can never go wrong. So, every spiritual principle has an opposite, which is a character defect. Okay, character defects are usually really deeply ingrained in our being, very programmed into our subconscious minds. And they're not the easiest thing to tackle, but what we can do when we find these character defects ravaging our lives and causing chaos, and we find ourselves unable to stop acting on these character defects, what we can do is instead focus on its opposite, which is going to be a spiritual principle. So easy, guys. I'll give you a little example here. For example, faith is a spiritual principle. Its opposite is fear. Okay, so when we have faith in a higher power, the divine, God, whatever you'd like to call it, we can relax into life and trust that that higher power has got a plan, that it's got everything under control, right? You can even take it further, and I highly suggest this by doing writing exercises around spiritual principles and their opposite character defects. So let's continue with the example of faith and fear. The writing exercise you could do around having the character defect of fear come up frequently is you could write about what areas in your life do you have faith in the divine, and where are you struggling? What are you having a hard time surrendering to the divine? These exercises will give you a lot of clarity and really move you towards living in that spiritual principle instead of running on those old character defects. I'm going to make future videos about each spiritual principle. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to do that, because I'd love to do that for you guys and really break this stuff down. Because these aren't things that people are really teaching, and I know that it can help you so much in your life. A mentor of mine in the program taught me that you can, if you're at all confused about spiritual principles or character defects, you can start with the 7 deadly sins, which we all know. Even if you're not Christian, you know the 7 deadly sins, excuse me. each deadly sin is a character defect, and its opposite is going to be a spiritual principle. Okay, so hopefully that helps you to have a better understanding. I also highly recommend that you write a list of spiritual principles and put it where you see it. I really like to put it, like right now I'm sitting at a desk. I like to have my spiritual principles up here and have them on the bathroom mirror. Anywhere you're really going to see them and be reminded to act on those spiritual principles, it's going to benefit you so much. What else did I want to cover? Yeah, guys, so it's really simple. You can just, any time of day, it doesn't matter where you are or what you're doing, you can look within, assess, you can write about it if you like, and ask yourself, am I acting on a spiritual principle right now? Or am I acting on a character defect? And if you're acting on a character defect, you can move towards acting on a spiritual principle. I hope it was helpful, guys. So much love to you. Please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you have any questions about how to practice spiritual principles in your life. And this is just an amazing tool that you can guide your life by. And it can cut a lot of confusion out of everyday life for the spiritual aspirant. So much love and blessings. Until next time.